Hello?
Hello?
Hey, I can hear you.
Alright, I'm gonna put my mic on mute. I'm eating dinner right now.
That's okay. I'm taking care of a 1-year-old. Where's everybody else?
Good evening, everybody.
Hey, Russell. Hi, Jennifer. So, Matt, what's for supper? You said you were eating.
Anybody here? Check, check. Can you hear me? Yep.
Okay, we lost Jennifer.
Yep.
She's she is on her phone, so she might be in and out, she said.
All right.
Here.
Mark said he'll be a little late, so if we're ready to get going, we can get this going.
Judith again said she'd be here, so hopefully. She'll connect this time.
Yeah, I'm talking to Microsoft on another line, so I'll be in and out. So I'll let you know.
She emailed me earlier and said she would be here.
So all we're waiting on is Judith and Mark, right?
Judith just emailed me. You see. She said, "Is there a new link?" I'll send it to her.
All right, everyone's here.
Yay.
Everyone except Mark, but he's going to be late, you said, Matt, right?
Yeah, Mark's going to be a little late.
Okay.
So has everyone had a chance to get with their group and discuss a little bit about their design that they're wanting to mock up?
Nope, not at all.
What was that?
No clue.
Well, me and
Is
Jennifer,
anybody having any trouble figuring out what they want to do for their design and mock-up, or don't have the files needed for their theme?
well, I'm still waiting on
Rhonda and I are still waiting on the PSD file from Piper.
Send me the link to the theme and I'll make it for you.
What, Matt? Sorry.
Send me the link to the theme that has a demo of the homepage, and I'll make you a
Yeah.
PSD file off of that.
Has can you hear me?
Yes.
Has anybody stayed up with Pixel Dad's Facebook?
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay. Well, he's very active, and I think, as a matter of fact, I made a few comments. I think we all should start following him, so we can figure out which direction he's going. That would help us out.
Well, the point of these mock-ups is to help figure a direction that he wants to go.
Well, I understand that, and that by doing that, we can watch his Facebook messages and determine what we're going to do for the mock-ups.
Well, the problem with that is we don't have all the time in the world to analyze and go through all of his Facebook comments and statuses that he's posting. So that's why we're making 3 different designs to try and expedite the process.
Okay, Matt, you're saying that nobody's got time to look at his Facebook except for me. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying is we need to be working on the designs instead of trying to analyze his Facebook. We need to concentrate our time on making designs to present to the client.
Right.
Besides, he's all over the place. Eli seems to be interested in everything and anything.
Well, and that's why I'm saying that we can pinpoint his interest with our designs.
Exactly.
From what he's doing on Facebook, because that's the only communication we've got from him right now. And how he's presenting his work, so that'll help us better to understand for our mock-ups, so we don't have 3 mock-ups that he just doesn't like.
But he doesn't really know what he wants. That's what he admitted the first time. And the problem is, if we keep following him, he'll keep changing what he's doing. We've got to give him something to pick from.
We can't spend a 2-month period trying to figure out what direction he wants to go. There comes a point when you're working with a client where your time is more valuable than trying to figure out what they want. You have to present them with options. You have, okay, these are your choices. Which one do you like the best? This is what you get. We don't have the time to sit for 3-4 months and try and nitpick at really what he wants. That's the situation we're in right now.
Well, I didn't say 3 or 4 months. I was saying an hour. Just looking at his Facebook. That's all I was saying.
Well, from what I've seen from his Facebook, I'm more confused about him than ever. I'd rather we just came up with something on our own and presented it to him.
Okay.
Right. That's what we're trying to do. Is everybody needs to come up with their own ideas and present it to him, because he is all over the place. He's told us more than once, along with Piper, that he doesn't know what he wants because he's not visually inclined until he's handed it to him and he can look at it face to face. He doesn't know. I mean, he was confused when we all was trying to talk to him about flat design and everything else. We've got to present him with something that he can look at and go from there.
And that's the point of us doing 3 designs in the 3 groups to present to him. That's the whole purpose of this, is to try and get him in a direction of, okay, I really like this. I want to go with that. I don't like this, but I like how they did this over here on this design. Can we work this in with this? That's the goal of this, is to take.
That's where we are. That's what he's going to have to give us an answer.
And Mark and I were discussing trying to find something besides Ninja font, because that is so messed up.
Yeah, Rhonda and I've done that too. We're kind of getting some pixel fonts together to see if there's anything else that he might be interested in.
Typography is going to be a huge thing with this site. If we can nail that, that is a really great point that catches users' eyes, is the typography on a page.
Right.
Another thing me and Jennifer's doing is we're actually going to put a file together for different font styles with his logo in there, so he can look at them too and judge from there to what would go with our theme that we've already picked out. Matt, did you get that link I just sent you for that theme on Elegant Themes?
Where'd you send the link at?
I put it in your chat box over here on Google. But anyway, I made a PSD file today for us to get started on. So we're down to do nothing but putting our content in our mock-up. We've got
Okay.
to.
I'll scan that for you real quick, and I'll have it to you in about 10 minutes.
Okay. We got.
Thank you.
Thanks, Matt. We're working on the banners and logos right now in typography at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody tried loading any of Eli's pictures to see how they display?
I have on our original mock-up. I did some into my 3 mock-ups that I did originally. Some of them turn out okay, and some of them are just not really good. The quality's not good.
So I'm going to have to spend some time pulling that if I'm supposed to work on content.
Well, the problem, I think we need to try and see if we can get the original images. The problem with downloading it off Facebook is it really distorts the images, not really high quality.
Well, see, that's what I was wondering, if we had the originals or if we had something else, because I know that when you start putting them into WordPress, they really need to be a decent quality to begin with, and if they're going to go into galleries, then they need to look like decent presentation material.
Are you talking about like his paintings?
Yes.
Are they not on the Google Drive, the shared like folder that we have?
I think those are the original.
Yeah, those aren't terrible quality. I mean, in Photoshop, I've definitely had to go in and like crop out and skew them to where they don't look like his kitchen table, but they're not terrible quality. But if you download them off of Facebook, like Matt said, like the quality is terrible.
I took some off Facebook for my initial mock-up too.
See, I took all mine out of Google Drive.
Yeah, the Google Drive ones I think are better.
Yeah, they are. There's just some of them you can't scale very well because they do pixelate worse.
That I know for a fact because I tried working with some of them, and they really didn't look good.
We lost Matt.
Well, yeah, I see that too.
Well, we discussed last week, last meeting, that Tuesday? Yeah, we discussed last Tuesday that we weren't going to be concerned about the images yet that he's got available. I mean, I discussed that same thing with Matt, and Matt said, no, we're not going to mess with that right now. Let's just come up with offense.
Yeah, we can use placeholder images for now. I mean, it's not the big deal at the time. But, yeah, we just need to get our layout and our theme together.
Yeah, I think Mark and I are going to go with a flat UI. Rhonda and her team's going to go with what? Minimalist? I think Matt was going to work on, somebody's going to work on WordPress.
Well, I think the whole site's going to be WordPress. I think that Matt's team is doing the flat design, and I think me, you, and Judith are doing just like the standard web page, like standard landing page with the
standard landing. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Have you found a theme yet that you liked from those elegant themes, your Theme Kingdom yet?
Well, I did, but I'm gonna submit the assignment that Piper wanted last Sunday. And I'm gonna actually develop it into a working website to see what you guys think. I mean, that'll be up to you, Mark, whatever you think.
I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine. But we definitely need to get just like a high fidelity mock-up, just with like Photoshop or something at least first, I think.
Yeah, and that's what I plan on doing. Are we staying with the 8-bit or are we going 24-bit?
I had posted another color palette in the classroom that was a NES, like the Nintendo color font that they use. And
what day did you do that on, Mark?
What day did I do that on? Let me check.
He did it on Wednesday morning.
Okay.
It was yesterday, the 8th.
It should be under all the ones I posted. So from out of our conversation on, out of our meeting on Tuesday.
Oh, there it is. Got it. See, I'm not getting these messages from the classroom either. I'm only getting messages from Jennifer, and that's it. And I got your email, Mark, but that was it.
I think that classroom, you have to check on it every day throughout the day. I know I don't get them either, but I just routinely check it off. Check on it every day.
It all the time too.
Yeah, I don't get emails from the classroom at all.
I do every once in a while, but I just check it.
Yeah.
I think only if Piper posts something do we all get it, or I don't even think if a new one goes up. I think only when he sends out a new one does it send us an alert.
Yeah, because he's the teacher.
Yeah.
You also
So I
might
just
want
make
to check
a
out
bit of going on.
Also, check your notifications for the classrooms and make sure they're turned on to receive all emails for postings and stuff. That might help.
Yeah. Somehow I think I muted Judith and I didn't mean to.
Yeah, it says you did.
Sorry.
You did.
Yeah, I guess I'm clicking things and sorry, Judith.